This is Autoline Daily reporting on the global automotive industry. European and Asian automakers heaved a sigh of relief yesterday when the Trump administration said it will delay putting import tariffs on passenger cars for 6 months. Auto stocks bounced up on the news, but Bloomberg reports that relief could be short-lived. President Trump wants the EU and Japan to agree to a deal that would limit or restrict imports of automobiles and parts. The World Trade Organization rules prohibit voluntary export restraints, but some countries, like Germany, which relies heavily on the U.S. for car sales, would rather agree to voluntary restraints instead of tariffs. Automakers will soon introduce dozens of new electric vehicles. But what are we going to do with all the batteries at the end of their life? Honda announced it's working with the utility company, American Electric Power, to develop a network of used batteries that could be integrated into the AEP's electrical system. Volkswagen recently announced plans to make portable chargers with batteries that are no longer good for vehicles but still have life for other uses. It's also opening a battery recycling center in Germany to recycle 1,200 tons of batteries a year. VW says it can currently recycle a little over half of the battery, but in the future, it expects to increase that to 72%. We say, that's a good step in the right direction, but it's still not good enough. If we start dumping toxic battery material into landfills, EVs will quickly lose their green image. Nissan's expanding its ProPilot driver assist technology to include hands-free driving on the highway. First, you have to set a route with the navigation. Then, once the car gets on the highway, you can take your hands off the wheel, kind of like Cadillac's Super Cruise system. ProPilot will keep the vehicle in a single lane, but will also help with passing, lane diversions, and lane exiting. A camera will monitor the driver to make sure they're paying attention and are ready to take over if needed. The Japanese market Skyline, which is the Infiniti Q50 in the rest of the world, will be the first vehicle to get it in the fall of this year.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires. Your journey, our passion.
Taking a breath of fresh air will always be possible in future Hyundai and Kia vehicles because the group has developed what it calls the Smart Air Purification System, and it uses a laser to monitor the air quality inside of a car and then automatically filters it if the quality sinks below a specific level. This could include closing the windows to help the process. To me, it sounds perfect for countries with high levels of pollution, like China. Gasoline direct injection, or GDI, systems help reduce particulates by lowering engine-out emissions before the exhaust catalyst reaches optimum temperature. Delphi Technology says it's reducing particulate emissions even further by developing higher-pressure direct injection systems. In 2016, it came out with a 350-bar system. That's nearly 5,100 psi, and that reduced exhaust particulates up to 70% compared with the 200-bar systems that are currently used. But now Delphi is ratcheting that up to over 500 bar, or over 7,250 psi. And that reduces particulates an additional 50% compared to the 350-bar system. The good news is that, in most cases, no engine modifications are needed. And Delphi says the 500-plus bar system could be in production by 2022. Continental's developing translucent surface materials for vehicle interiors, which allow for a range of digital functions to be integrated into the vehicle, and they provide for more personalization. The basic lighting adapts to circadian rhythms, weather conditions, and ambient light, while accent lighting can create different moods with different colors and intensities. Geez, sounds like all we need now are lava lamps and incense burning. Continental also developed a thin film for doors, consoles, and other components, which is a cost-effective alternative to coated injected molded parts in interiors. Combined with the translucent material, it allows for things like warning lights to be integrated right into the consoles. Hey, don't forget to join us for Autoline After Hours this afternoon. Our special guest is Jody Hall from the Steel Market Development Institute. Drew Winters from Wards will also be joining me and Gary for the show, and that starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on our website at Autoline.tv and on our YouTube channel. Anyway, that wraps up today's show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.